And it is time for New Listings at Noon. I'm Karen Ringo, a realtor in the DMV area with Compass.
And I'm Alison Smeka, a realtor in the DMV area, also with Compass.
So guys, every week, Alison and I, we go out and we find 3 of our favorite new listings on the market. So this week, Alison, can you tell everyone where your pick for the week is?
I sure can. It's in Kingman Park, which is a neighborhood in Capitol Hill. Where's yours?
My listing is located in Potomac. So I'm really excited about that in Potomac Plaza. So can you tell everyone where our 3rd listing that we're going to be sharing today is?
I can. Interestingly, it's another Capitol Hill listing, slightly different neighborhood, but they could not be more different listings. So, so don't worry, we're not doing 2 of the same kind of Capitol Hill listings.
Right, we're not. Awesome. So how was your week? You know what? I just jumped on. Did you have a good week real estate wise or,
This has literally been the busiest week of my career. So I've done 5 pre-inspections, about 4 offers in the process of doing different stuff with clients right now. So it is robust, I believe, is the term you can use without making it sound negative.
I know.
What about you?
I actually just had that conversation with a client this morning about how robust it is. He used another adjective and laughed at my adjective, but yes, robust market. So, okay, well, let's get started. We're going to start with Alison's listing first, and we are excited to share this one. So let's get going.
All right. So the listing is 407 17th Street Northeast. It's Unit A. And I will go ahead and just say that I actually have toured this listing. It's about a week old now. It came in a little bit late for us to feature it last week, and I was really super impressed with it. I think it's very cool, and the price point is very attractive. So it's listed for $799,900, so just shy of $800,000. It's a 3-bed, 3.5 bath. It's just over 1,600 square feet, and I'm going to save kind of the best for last about why I think this is such an awesome listing. But see from the outside here that it's a pretty unique property in the way that it's just the look from the outside with the kind of tiered roofs. And just so you do know, there are units below the A's. I think they're called the B units, and those are just single level kind of ground level units. So you walk up stairs to get to the first floor of the unit we're talking about today, which gives it a tremendous amount of light. And this whole complex was built in 2015. So, they're townhouse style, but they are condominiums. So if you want to take us on the inside, we can start to see some of the really cool photos. Okay, so when you go up those front steps, this is literally the front door opening up here. And to the left, you see this incredible kind of double-story living room space. It's like massively lofted from here. So on the right, you see these floating stairs. And when we get a little bit more into the living room, you'll see this dramatic drop here. We're going to talk about that upstairs kind of area at the top of the photo after. But this was only built in 2015. However, the current owners have even done more updating. And so you can see the little area, or if you go back a photo, Karen, if you don't mind, the photo under the stairs, that was an added in wet bar with counters and everything to match the kitchen, which we will see in a minute. So you have that additional space, which is really nice. It's got a wine fridge and some floating shelves in there.
We have a great shot of that one about 3 pictures up.
Okay, just kidding. Just wait for it, guys. So this is from the kitchen looking towards the front of the house. And so you've got a lot of light coming in through multiple levels of the house, obviously. And it's very dramatic when you go in, is the most I can say. And I tend to pick a lot of these kind of lofted condos as choices because I just do think that they're just giving off a really unique and cool vibe. And now this is from the front looking back. So the thing is, the kitchen has dark cabinetry, which sometimes I have issue with. But when you have a condo like this, which is so light filled, it really looks dramatic. It looks very sexy because we talk about these white kitchens all the time. And that's one of the reasons why people do white kitchens, is it keeps everything really nice and bright. But this basically adds some drama and some depth to that space. So I'm really into this. So as we go forward, so here's the photo you said that we had coming up, with the additional things that were added by the current owners. Under stair space is such underutilized space in so many cases, and they really did an amazing job just kind of adding in some useful things here from again, all the stuff we already talked about. So we are going upstairs now. So this is really my favorite part of this unit, because you get this basic, like, it's an open lofted space, right? It's almost like a catwalk looking down into that living room space. And if we get a little bit closer to that front area, I mean, the question is, like, what do you want to use it as? It could be a reading nook. It can be an office area, because there's windows there, so you have so much light. Do you want to use it as a place where you practice your music, or just, anything. There's just such a great space. And Karen, I remember you talking about how you had a loft once, and how you think you performed, you sang from the top of the loft. So I thought of that when I saw this listing in person. I was like, oh, this is maybe like the one that Karen performed in once.
Yes, it was, it was very industrial. So this kind of has that kind of feel. Yes. Guys, if you can leave us a comment, if the sounds okay, just let us know, just because every now and then on my end, it sounds like it's going in and out. So if you guys are listening, let us know if the sounds okay.
Okay. Somebody just messaged a cat with heart eyes, which is great. Maybe because they like the space. So there are 3 bedrooms, like we said, in this home. And so you've got downstairs is a really lovely bedroom, and with windows. So they're all really, really large here. So the photo really does not do it justice. But if we go on to the next photo, this is the primary bedroom upstairs. And you see that it's got that window looking into the loft. And you might think that that's a mirror, but it's not. That's literally a cutout looking down into the loft. And it does have window treatments on it. And the thing is, there are other times in lofts when you don't have a guest room, and you're like, oh, noise, do you want to hear in the bed, want to hear on the living device? Because you have 2 extra guest rooms, no one's going to be sleeping in your living room, so it's really, really nice, because it lets all of that tremendous amount of light in. So it's really cool. And this is the primary bathroom. So what is probably hard to see from these photos is the second level of the house. You go up the stairs, you go to that catwalk, which we saw, and then this bedroom was the first bedroom that you get to, and you go down a hallway, and you have a massive built-in closet, and then this primary bathroom. So it's really its own primary suite, which is great. And again, remember that this is being listed for just shy of $800,000. So, like, to get a primary suite to this degree at this price is really, really awesome. This is the 3rd bedroom. It's obviously the smallest room here. They have it set up like an office. It could very easily be a playroom or a child's room, or just a room with like a twin size bed. It would be harder to get like a huge bed in there unless it just took up the whole room. But again, you've got a window, it's got a closet. So it's a really extra good kind of supplemental space there. So imagine you've got 2 people working from home. You have this room, you have that whole front lofted kind of area we talked about. And then you've got, even if you use this this bedroom as an office, you still have 2 other bedrooms, the primary and the guest bathroom or bedroom, which is also really, really big. So this is looking at the back, and you have your own private landscaped patio and a dedicated parking space, which has an electric hookup, because I will now kind of ruin the surprise, I guess, for everybody. This house is completely solar powered and on electric. And so with the power that it pulls from the sun, the current owners see an average electricity bill of $23 a month since 2016, which is insane.
Right.
So it is a fully solar powered house with, all of the things that you'd expect for solar power, like the car hookup in the back as well. And I think that is pretty much it. I mean, you've got custom upgrades, the lighting, there are custom blinds and ceiling fans and things that have been added. And yeah, so there's going to be an open house on Sunday from 1 to 3. It's listed by our colleague, Mike Letterman at Compass. And really, I think it's a great listing. So if you're interested in Kingman Park, I totally suggest you guys go check it out.
Awesome. I love this. I can remember like when I drive by this one, it's very distinct. So yeah, so it's one of those, and now that you guys have seen it, when you drive by, you're going to recognize it. So it's one of those distinct places.
While you pick up your photos, I'm ready to start introducing your listing for you. If you'd like me to.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's do it. Okay. So the address of Karen's listing today is 12500. So 12,500 Park Potomac Avenue, Unit 204 South. It is in Potomac. It is in Park Potomac building. It's a very luxury building. Karen, I'm sure, is going to take us through. It is listed at $799,000. It's a 2-bed, 2.5 bath, and it's just shy of 1,500 square feet. Pretty big. So take it away, Karen.
Awesome. Thank you, Allison. So yes, this listing, before we get started, is Christy Backley's listing of Compass. And I really love this building. So it's right in Park Potomac, as she said. It's Christy describes it as New York style living, but it's a walkable community. You have tons of retail stores. You have tons of restaurants. So you have one of my favorite restaurants is Founding Farmers, which is right in that community. So yeah, you have Orange Theory. So if you're a workout person, you have a nail and spa, other stores, you have a Harris Teeter. So it's just a really great community. All of your needs are right there and all in walking distance. So when we go into the building, like Allison said, it is just shy of 1,500 square feet. And when we enter, this is the foyer. And so as you can see, if you go straight ahead, you go into this wide, beautiful living dining room area. But to your right, you can also enter into the kitchen. But we're going to go straight ahead. And once we go straight in, you see this gorgeous living dining room area. And the space is really, really big. I have a few other pictures that I will show you just so you can get a feel of how large the space is. But you have beautiful oversized windows. You have 7.5-inch hardwood floors throughout. And let me just back up a little bit. The owner came in and she renovated this unit with beautiful fixtures. And this is one of, as Christy says, this is one of the best renovated units in the building. It's very luxurious. So you'll see that you have beautiful glass sliding doors. You have, once again, I just said the oversized windows. Let's go to the next one. And this is just a view looking back. So you can just see the space. You see the dining room area. You see the living room. You can see the kitchen in the back. And you see the entryway with that gorgeous chandelier, which we'll show a closer picture of in a bit. But you have, here is another photo. I put this one in just so that you can kind of see what the space is. But you have the pennant drum shades, which is a nice touch that she added. And then this is my favorite shot. It's just kind of just takes in the whole place. And this is from the dining room area, looking back towards the kitchen and the living room. Here is the kitchen. You have a bar. Imagine cooking in that kitchen and having friends over. And while you're cooking, someone's sitting in that chair, enjoying a nice glass of wine. And maybe you have a little cheese platter for them as they are talking and just, sitting there, and you're, preparing the meal that you're going to be sharing with that friend. So if we go into the kitchen, here's a straight on shot so that you can see the open chef's kitchen. There's a Viking gas cooktop that we'll see in a bit. There's a quartz backsplash, quartz countertops, pearl white cabinets, as Christy describes. Here's another shot of the kitchen. And I love the pennant lights.
It's a very classic. This is a very classic, beautiful unit. It goes along really well with the building. I mean, it was curated super well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And, as you say, classy, elegant, luxurious. Like, it's just like, it's not like a lot of little things, but she did like a lot of the right little things,
Right.
the right little touches, you know,
Yep.
to just make it work. Now I chose this one because the kitchen has brass brush fixtures throughout. So brass fixtures throughout. So you can kind of see the brushed brass from this shot, but it's really nice. Also, you're going to see when we bring in the primary of the second bathroom, you'll see that shot as well. I have one more shot of the kitchen, and you can see in this shot the Viking gas top. And let's see if I can make it a little larger for you guys to see. And you can also see the quartz backsplash right there. So
very clean and sleek.
Yeah, very clean, great appliances. Now here is our bedroom. And once again, it's a custom chandelier in the primary bed. You have new drapes and window shades. There's a walk-in closet that we're not showing, but it's a customized closet for you. And that's just a great, spacious, large bedroom. Now, there were a couple of bathroom shots, but I chose this one so you can see that there's a separate shower and a separate soaking tub. And so nice big bathroom. Once again, we have quartz countertops in the bathroom. I love the marble. And, these are just clean because, we have this kind of white, beautiful, open, what do we say? I'm losing my words.
I don't know what you're going for. I mean, it's clean, sleek, and it's an easy palette is really what it comes down to.
That's the word. It was a P word. So we have this, yes. And so the gray is kind of keeping with that, clean palette. So that is, thank you, Alison. I knew that I could just ask you for the word, girl, and you would just give it to me. So here's our other bathroom. Once again, we have the beautiful chandelier. So the chandeliers, the custom chandeliers are just a nice touch. And then I chose this one because once again, you see this completely renovated second bath, but you have the beautiful brushed brass fixtures. So I think that's a nice touch. So, and I think it's timeless. I don't think that that's something that would go out of style. I think it's always,
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because if you notice, there's no staging in these bathrooms. Sometimes you'll see people put in, plants, real or fake, and different artwork and stuff, but you really don't need to here because it's showing you that this is just a clean palette that could take on anything that you add to it. So you want to add some color in, add some color. If you want to keep it neutral, keep it neutral. It works either way.
Yes. Here is this is the lobby right when you walk in. So you have this gorgeous, elegant lobby that you walk into. So that just kind of keeps with the feel of this apartment. And then our next shot, so the building has tons of amenities. There is a game room, a party room, a meeting room. Here is the beautiful meeting room. You have a gym, a fitness center. We don't have a shot of the fitness center here today, but there's a fitness center and there's also an outdoor pool. So once it gets warm, this is going to be valuable to be able to have this outdoor pool that you can go and have some wonderful moments. So the condo fee, as you guys can see, I have some cheesy lines. The condo fee is $1,005 monthly, and that includes all of the amenities that we just said. So your common areas. Also, this apartment comes with not one, but two parking spaces, and it also has an assigned storage, which is it's a nice size assigned storage. So you get all of this great, walkable community with all of your needs right at your fingertips. You're really close to downtown Bethesda. You have easy access to Virginia and DC. It's just a, really great location. So.
Yeah. I mean, I know this was your listing. I did a little bit of research just to make sure I would seen it. And, she does mention that there was about $100,000 worth of upgrades in here in the last year, which, I mean, I think it goes to show you can point out that something's nice and something's renovated, but you give a number. And I think that hits a little bit different. And there's a new heat pump as well, which is something to consider because that's something that's not cheap to necessarily replace. So I was just really impressed on the whole with this listing.
Yeah, I mean, they did a fabulous job, and it's funny because before I even saw the listing, Christy had spoken to me, and she was raving. And then when I saw it, I said, "Okay, yes, this is absolutely fabulous." And I also went farther back, because I always do this, and looked at the listing before the renovations, and it's just like a dramatic difference. So they did a really good job. There is an open house on Sunday from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. But if you can't make the open house and you would like to see it, just reach out to either of us, and we will gladly take you to see this.
Yep. I would love to see it in person.
Awesome. Okay, so we are moving on, guys. We are moving on to our last one, but not least. Okay, and here we go. Alison is going to start us off as I go ahead and bring up our pictures.
Okay, talking about cheesy lines, I was going to say, hold on to your hats, guys, but haha. Okay. The address for this listing is 700 Fifth Street Northeast. It is in DC and Capitol Hill, like I said earlier. It is just shy of $2 million. It's $1,995,000. It is a 3-bed, 2.5, 2,500 more or less square foot house. That's 2,582 square foot is the exact square footage. It's a listing of our colleague Todd Vassar at Compass. I did speak with him on the phone about this listing when it came up, because I immediately saw it. And the thing is, once you go inside, you'll see that this isn't necessarily the kind of listing I normally pick. It's not super, super modern, or it's not a loft, or, but the uniqueness of this, about the fact that you have a detached corner Victorian on a double lot in this area, that alone is super awesome. And as you'll see when we go in, this is a really, really great entertainer's home. So it's just a really great listing. So, Karen, before we kind of go inside, you want to throw anything in, or let's get going?
I would say let's get going. Because I know everybody's waiting to see this beautiful first shot.
Yep. So, the takeaway I had when looking at this home is that you've got this historic home, which has been upgraded and has contemporary interiors. So it just seems like super high quality. My understanding is that the current owners have very much loved living in this house, and they have done many, many, many kind of entertaining and party events here, because it is just so great for that. And so, as we go inside, you'll notice that there's distinct spaces, which are really good in offering entertainment space. It's not one huge open floor plan. I think more intimate parties, it's good to have segmented rooms. People can sit down and have conversations in different rooms and whatnot. So here we're just looking at one of the living room space, the hardwood floors, quality finishes throughout. The real gem of this house we'll get to in a bit. It's the outdoor area, but the inside is nothing to roll your eyes at. It's also gorgeous. Here's the dining room. Again, you've got, some kind of classic decorations here and furniture. It's timeless. It really just, it goes with the home. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was going to say, and I love the dark wood floors, because, the trend now that we're seeing is the lighter wood floors. And so it's kind of nice. I appreciate the nice, warm, dark wood floors that are here.
Yep. And so this is, I think they have this listed as like the sunroom, basically. So because this is the way that the house is, you have tons of windows and light coming in from different angles. And this is actually one of the rooms that looks on into the garden, which we'll get to in a little bit. So this is the kitchen. It's an eat-in kitchen. I'm not sure if you spun around and looked at the other, if have another angle, but there is a kitchen table where that last angle was. Everything is upgraded, stainless steel, really good shape. Something I didn't mention before, but I'll mention now, is that the whole house is wired for sound throughout, which for me is massive. It's a project I do immediately if I move into a place, if it doesn't already have that. So good that that's there. Another angle of the kitchen, pretty sleek. They left a natural wood color on the cabinets here. You're welcome to paint them, or, if you wanted to do them in white, like a lot of the kitchens we've talked about have, but I think it just makes it have a nice kind of multi-toned effect in here.
And you know what's interesting too, and so unique and different is this island. My husband, who's an architect, would love this island because you have, the countertop, but then you have that wood strip that goes around, and then you have the stainless steel drawers on the other side. So it's just really unique, and it fits. I mean, I don't know, I don't see this that often. So
yes, definitely unique. And so as we continue to go through the house, you've got this beautiful, elegant, classic staircase. I mean, I'll keep saying it over and over again, just that you have this historic kind of, house here. And so you wouldn't want to lose some of those touches. And a grand staircase like this is one of the most beautiful. It's one of the most beautiful parts of this house, I think. So then you go upstairs, and this is where the bedrooms are. They're all upstairs. And, the current owners have this room, I think, just curated so tastefully. It's just so warm and enveloping, and just, I don't know, I keep on saying like delicious, probably because it's brown and it's reminding me of chocolate, but it's a really really nice room here.
Yeah, the color, the walls, I love that. We used to have a bedroom that had similar coloring to that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one of my favorite choices of for bedrooms. Now, when you're selling,
sometimes people paint these colors over. I think it's great. I think it's great to leave some personality in a home personally when you sell it. That's my opinion. And so I think that this is not like an offensive color or anything, right? It's not like bright red or, crazy yellow. I mean, it's probably like Benjamin Moore's, like a top color that they have, and it works well. It works well with, browns. It works good with the white. It could probably look good if you had darker colors in there as well.
Yeah, definitely with the dark floors, I think it complements it really well.
Yeah.
Now, this is my favorite room.
Another brown room. This is a different shade. Yep. So this is the secondary. So it's like a guest bedroom, because this is not the primary. But also, I mean, obviously a large size. The whole house is styled similarly in this kind of classic way, but they got a little bit cute with the rug here going in the zebra print, right? So it's a little bit more kind of edgy. But still staying with the classic window treatments. Now, this is the guest bathroom with this classic tub here. If this is not the most darling kind of bathroom tub with the old kind of shower ring around the top, I don't know what is. I think that it's just, I think you teased this photo out, Karen, if I recall.
I did. And I don't know, I didn't do it justice because it sort of got cut off and you can't see the floor. And I think the floor goes so nicely with the wall and the tub. It's just, everything goes together.
Yeah, it's a nice tile for sure.
So.
And so this is another living space that they have. Again, I like that they use some interesting colors kind of here with the orange, but again, that's just staging. But really, I mean, I don't want to detract from the house, but I was just really impressed with that plant, by the way. I was like, that's an amazing plant. It's really big. I was like, I want to talk to the owners about how they got that plant to thrive so well. Well, it's because this house has so much light. That's how. But no, this is another kind of, again, this is like a big flowing kind of lower level area. So this is one of the reasons why this house is so great for entertaining.
And I was going to say that this is upstairs and they use this it's actually a bedroom, but they use it as a den, which is very convenient. And it flows into the office space that we're going to see next.
Oh, right. Sorry. Okay. I was mixing this up with the other room. Yes, you are correct.
And here is the den.
Right. Yep.
I mean, not the den. I'm sorry. The office that's right off of the den.
Yeah. Yeah. So again, you've got these window treatments and even just like the window casings are beautiful and they go with the whole style of the house. I mean, just look at all the light coming in here. Like this would be an amazing office to be using, or even a little reading nook or something like that.
I have a couple of shots.
Okay, so this is really the incredible part of this house. It's this walled English garden that comes off of the dining room. This is incredibly unique. This is not something you have the space for a lot in DC. Two, you don't see these kinds of gardens very often. It truly has been landscaped to a T. It's been cared for super well. And you can now see that to have a cocktail party or any kind of party with this space back here, how amazing is this space? And the thing is, these photos were taken recently. Imagine in the spring when you've got everything blooming. I mean, truly is a one of a kind kind of outdoor space. You know, you could, because it's walled in also, you know, and you could get heating lamps out there. You could truly spend most of the year out there, you know, to just using it all year round.
Yeah. And you talked about the location. I mean, the location is really, really great. You are 5 blocks from the Capitol Hill and Union Station.
Yeah.
And then you have grocery stores that are just like 2 blocks. Whole Foods is 2 blocks one way, and the Giant Foods is 2 blocks in the other direction. So it's great, convenient neighborhood.
Yep. And there is parking. So there's a parking space that's behind the kitchen. And there's a large cellar that has storage and utilities are down there. So, I mean, it's a really super unique, one of a kind property. And this outdoor area is just amazing.
All right. Well, guys, that is our third pick, our gorgeous, historic, beautiful Victorian home. And we are, did we talk about, is there an open house this weekend?
There's no open house for this listing. So this is a by appointment only. So if you're interested, then that's the one we'd have to reach out to an agent or us, and we could set that up for you.
Awesome. And we can take you to see it. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. Those are our 3 picks for the week. You've been watching New Listings at Noon, where every week we choose 3 of our top favorite new listings on the market and show them and feature them for you. I am Karen Ringo.
And I'm Alison Seneca.
And we will see you soon next week with 3 more new listings.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.